What's up, Digidestins? You know what time it is? It is another day in the Market Watch. So we have to talk about all the good stuff, and someone made a suggestion of taking a look at the small, insignificant stuff. And what stuff do I mean by that? The low-end rarities. Maybe stuff that might be going up, might have some value long-term, maybe might be surprising to pick up. Because we have had commons reach $2 to $3 before. So if we can get ahead of the game, we might make some decent headway profits. So without further ado, let's dive into this shit and go over it. First off, Shoto. Shoto from Digimon Liberator EX07 is still on cleared out. I expect this to start waving in next weekend once we get the support coming in, but I think this card is going to definitely either sit at $1 and then you're going to want to pick up as many copies as you can, because then this card becomes a flip. This card becomes you get your base set and then flip the rest, because that's how this is going to work. It is a rare, so that means probably every 2 boxes you get a play set. So just keep this in mind when it comes down to it. Then we have Gundramon. It's at $5 a pop. I don't expect him to hold 5 at all. I expect him to come down a lot. Kidmon, Digimon Liberator EX07, we're at $5. I expect this to go down as well. Nothing really holding that deck to extremes. I really expect it's really going to be Bellastar Ace and Bellastar X Antibody that's going to really hold it. Koromon from Blast Ace BT14, another card that you should probably, if you have sitting on it, flip now. You can make at least close to $2 to $3 on a uncommon, by the way. So if you got a lot of BT14, this might be a good way of making some decent small cash. Your upside 2 cents to $1.23, €1.23. Not a bad payoff here if you guys have this. There's not many listings, by the way, in the lowest ends. It gets to $2 to $3 pretty quickly. Koromon Blast Ace pre-release stamp though, $14 to $20s pretty quickly, and some players think this is the max rarity. There's another option. Europe side looking like 8 to 100 euros. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? Minty, get out of here. Koromon Blast Ace box promotional as well. The box topper's $30 to almost $70. Who wants to? Let's see if people are nutty to pay for it. Nope. Nobody's touched it. Good. Because I tell you, you're crazy for paying $30 or more. Not worth it. So taking a look though, Europe side 2 to 4 euros. Then we have Magnet on X Antibody, BT16. Starting to bump up a little bit back up. People are starting to realize the deck is still actually competitive. And with that hit, they thought, oh yeah, Yellow Vaccine is coming kind of dead. Nah, it still exists. Europe side 25 to 30 euros. Rapidmon X Antibody, BT16. Taking a look, 38 to $40 range. No surprise, this card is not going to go down anytime soon. It's gone up, and it's going to just stay up. Europe side looking like 28 to 30 euros. Kazuchimon Secret Crisis BT17, bumping up actually. People are trying to jump on the Fenry Luga. It's not a bad deck. It's actually pretty solid. Europe side looking like 6 to 7 euros. Diaboromon Infernal Ascension EX06, 18 to 30 20s. Wow, guys, you guys are really ridiculously holding on to this Diaboromon. Don't get me wrong, it is one of the it's the strongest Diaboromon we've had in forever. For the first time in forever. Yeah. We're getting like 10 to 12 euros. You guys definitely have it a lot better than us. Might be a good time to maybe take these off the Euro market, bring them over to a Facebook, list them at like $13 to $14, and you'll actually make some profit. DeathX Antibody from DeathXmon X Record BT09, $43. Good boys, guys. Good boys. Being only a $43 card is not bad, especially when this thing was hitting astronomicals, you know, almost 65s. I mean, the format definitely took away DeathX, and it's not as prevalent as it used to be, but it is a option no less. Europe side 35 to 40 euros. Deltamon, Digimon promotional cards promo $11.50 to 15s. Yeah, that hype got to it, and I really did warn you. If you guys needed to pick up your final copy, this was your last shot at it. Right now I have 3, and I really doubt I'm gonna go full 4 playset on this. I don't see myself going 12 champions in this list. I mean, yeah, you want to have enough comp sites to be, or composite site, blah 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 blah, composite, whatever this inheritable is, we want to have enough. As long as we have enough, we can digi-cross and do all the shenanigans. I don't know if this will long-term hold. Just wait for it to cool down. If you guys made some profit, I'm happy. Europe side, though, looking like 10 to 13 euros. Not bad. Shadramon up to $34. God, if you have this is time to profit. Europe side looking like 20 to 25 euros. Or actually, let me rephrase this. Profit if you need the money now. Wait for the inevitable Imperialdramon, red Imperialdramon virus mode that is going to come in probably EX08. EX08, yeah. Once you see that, the Shadramon's going to go boom, unless they rework the whole deck. Mastamon, Ace, Infernal Ascension, EX06. They are $11 to 13s. Europe side looking like 4 to 6 euros, which you guys have a lot better. Probably be better if you guys are on the Europe side. Move to a Facebook marketplace, list them for 8s, and you'll make some decent profit headway. Valkyriemon, Ace being Observer, BT 16. You know, we're at 10s to 12s, not bad. Europe side looking like 5 euros to 6 euros. You guys definitely could make a little bit more if you guys moved it over to our market. Digimon Emperor New Awakening, looking at it now, BT08, $3 a pop. I think this might start falling off just a little bit. I don't know if Emperor will hold in the long term of the format, just because a lot of decks are starting to just say, nah, I don't really need Emperor, I need more consistency. And because you had to play Emperor to slow down the Ukus, this definitely made it so that it would slow them down. Now, if your deck can play without it and you can just take more benefit from having tamers that benefit you, go with that. Actually, to be honest with you, like, there are times where I rather see maybe more of a consistency boost and then mitigate the Emperor. You know, that's just kind of me, though. I'm just letting you know. Europe side looking like 3 to 4 euros. Gabumon starter deck, Venomous Violet starter deck, holding strong in this $2 range. Might be a good time to list these if you guys had them sitting for a while. Europe side looking like 50 cents, 1 euro. If you guys are on this end and you're on the Europe side, might be worth going like, hey, I got a bunch of these. This is definitely bulk for you guys, so that's just kind of how that goes. Marcus Damon, Alternate Art, Secret Crisis, BT 17. 10s to $12. If you need this alternate art, it is definitely a one-of, so I would pick it up. It's kind of looking cool. Europe side looking like 8 to 9 euro range, which isn't bad for you guys. Digimon Liberator pack 151, Digimon promotional cards. We're at $3 a pop. I think make sure you get your copies because you never know if this card's going to actually be really strong at the end of the day. Europe side looking like 2 to 3 euros. Tai Kamiya starter deck, Dragon of Courage pre-release stamp. It's at a $2 card and that's just holding barely by a thread. By the way, this card is going to be an $8 card, if not more, especially once we get to black blockers and having more access to making your Mother D Reaper bigger, and being able to draw a card is fundamentally, and being a mem setter is useful. Europe side looking like 3 to 6 euros. Crimson Blaze New Awakening BTO 8, we're at $2 to $3. Wow, not bad. I mean, this is a card that if you are definitely on bulk, people are willing to pay for it. So make sure you go through it and find how many you have, because if you can list a good amount of these from BTO 8 and you opened a lot, this can make you some decent profit. Europe side looking like 2 euros to 3 euros. Magnemon starter deck, double diamond Typhoon, double Typhoon, not double diamond, double Typhoon adventure starter deck. This promo here holding strong in the $2 range. It's a very scary card, especially in security. It de-digivolves, and then at the end of the battle, one of your Digimon may digivolve without paying its cost. It's a blocker, and then trash the top card of your security and one of your opponent's Digimon for each of this colors, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digi-evolutions. It happens. This card is pretty solid. Europe side looking like 2 to 3 euros. Mumzemon Resurgent Booster RBO1, we're at $6 a pop, no surprise. Europe side looking like 7 to 10 euros. Wouldn't really invest into this unless someone really finds the cure to fix Numemon, but at the moment this is probably the best time for you guys just to lay the deck to rest. Palmon Alternate Art Blastace BT14, we're at 12s. This is a good alternate art to pick up, especially if you guys have been holding off. $12 a pop for an ulti is not bad. Europe side looking like 9 to 13 euros, because you never know when plants are going to go ham again. Rapidmon starter deck, the double Typhoon secret pack, $12 and climbing. This on buyout, guys. There's only 5 listings left. Europe side looking like 5 to 6 euros. Marcus Damon across time BT12. If you guys have this is a good time to make some decent headway. It's at $3 a pop, and people are willing to pay that, and they're still paying this to this day. Europe side looking like 20 cents to 30 cents to 40 cents. Maybe take these off here and move them over to a Facebook marketplace. Some people might willing to pay for it. Agumon X Antibody alternate art, we are sitting at 22s. Not really anybody vesting. Last sales were on the 6th, and this is just going to sit here until people are willing to pay the price. I would wait until it's 15 to really pick up my copies. Europe side looking like 21 to 30 euros. ADR O2 Searcher Digital Hazard EX06 starting to climb up a little bit, boys and girls. It's gone up from a little bit of cents, but remember, people are buying these in droves just to make some flip at this point. So make sure you get your copies, because eventually this might hit. It can easily hit that $1 or 2 mark. Europe side looking like 2 cents to 20 cents. Takato Digital Hazard EX02, we are at $2 a pop. If you guys have this is probably a good time to flip, right? Europe side looking like 5 cents, 10 cents to 30 cents. Terriermon Double Typhoon Cup winner New Awakening BTO 8. We are looking at a whopping $6 card still, but we have some decent low end actually. That's kind of good. If you guys been waiting to pick this up on the low, it's a smart investment here. Europe side 5 to 7 euros. Eosmon BTO 6 Double Diamond BTO 6. 50 cents and going up a little bit. It has increased its profits. So let's take a look at what's been recently sold. People are buying these in bulk, so just make sure you get your copies, especially if people want to have these. Europe side looking like 2 cents to 10 cents. Arata Sonata Battle of Omni BTO 5. I know there is the box topper, but looking at it now, it's close to $2 to $3 card. So just because of the shipping alone, but right now you're at $1.13 without dealing with the shipping increase. So just keep this in mind. Europe side looking like 3 cents to 4 cents. Sister Mont Blanc starter deck Jesmon holding strong in this almost close to $2 range. So if you guys have extras of this, it might be a good time to flip. Europe side looking like 2 to 3 euros. Taiga Dimensional Phase. I know that Taiga was a little bit of a hard ass to get your hands on just because of how the distribution of cards was. You know, that change up really did damage us a little bit more than we wanted to. $3 range. God, and this is also really good for Vortex. Europe side looking like €1 to €3. Balphamon Sleep Mode Event Pack 6. It might be a good time to pick them up and just sit on them until Balphamon X comes out, because you know the moment it does, this card's going to explode. Europe side looking like €4 to €5. Gabumon Starter Deck 16 Wolf of Friendship. It's about $1.58, $2 range. No surprise here. Europe side looking like €2 to €3. Kind of good flip. Ludamon, get your copies. I think it's finally cooled off, but you know what happens when anything Ragna happens, especially older cards like this, especially because it's uncommon. It'll spike up again, and then you can make some decent headway profits. But right now, it's in the 60 cents range. Europe side looking like €1 to €2. Wanyamon promo 148. Make sure you get your stuff for Nature Spirits, because eventually that deck will do something, and being at 50 cents and lower is really useful. Europe side looking like 60 cents to 70 cents. Plenty of stock here. So this is another card that you should just have in your collection, just ready to flip when the deck actually becomes nutty. But all in all, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.